Agenda 3, new business. A, Chicago Access Network Television, CAN TV, second quarter report. May we please have representatives from CAN TV come forward and give us your names and title.
Good morning. I'm Tiffany Bosley, Nonprofit Services Manager at CAN TV. And this is Jenny Brandhorst, the Grants and Communications Manager at Beacon Therapeutic.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Deputy Commissioner McVeigh.
Yes, Commissioners. As you know, typically Ms. Barbara Popovich, the Executive Director of CAN TV, would present the quarterly report for CAN TV. However, today she was unable to be here and did send Ms. Bosley in her stead in order to give the Commission an update on what's going on with CAN TV and also to hear from one of their typical constituents who will give an idea of the value of their programming and why CAN TV is important to them.
Please proceed.
Thank you. Like I said, I'm Tiffany Bosley, the Nonprofit Services Manager at CAN TV, and I'm pleased to have here today as my guest Jenny Brandhorst, who is the Grants and Communications Manager at Beacon Therapeutic. Beacon just completed a 13-week series at CAN TV, shining a light on the innovative services that they provide to Chicago's most vulnerable children and their families. Beacon is now taking the content that they produced and extending it through multiple platforms online in order to reach more people. CAN TV was able to provide them with training, assistance, and guidance with the support of a grant from the Digital Arts Service Corps, which sponsored a full-time AmeriCorps Vista to work exclusively on this project. And I've invited Jenny here today to share her experiences she had with participating in the project on behalf of Beacon. So I'll let her speak.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here this morning, and thank you, Tiffany, for all your support with CAN TV. Again, my name is Jenny Brandhorst. I'm the Grants and Communications Manager at Beacon Therapeutic. And last year, about this time, we were talking with CAN TV about how Beacon could become involved with CAN TV. So we aired our first 13-week series in the fall of 2010. We ran from the beginning of October through the end of December, Tuesdays at 4:30. And as Tiffany mentioned, we just concluded our spring series running from April, at the beginning of April until the end of June 2011, again, Tuesdays at 4:30. And since then, we've got a wide fan base, I would like to say. I'm proud to announce. We've got a lot of support. And prior to this, Beacon never had any experience with CAN TV. We had limited exposure on television. We have a website, we have a Facebook page, but other than that, very limited. So CAN TV was our beacon, so to speak. We decided to participate in the pilot project with social media and online services to expand our outreach, expand our audience, and enhance and expand our Facebook presence and website presence. And hopefully we're gearing up to put some of these videos on YouTube as well. I'm old school, so my skill set before this was very limited with technology, and I had the privilege of working with Mr. Mike Ewing, who is from Vista, and did an excellent job. I'd like to think I'm very trainable, but he was very, very helpful in helping me get the skills that I needed to get our videos uploaded on Blip TV and also, excuse me, on our Facebook page. I never thought I could do this myself. Again, like I said, I'm old school. The whole uploading I can do, but editing videos and making sure I get the different clips, different sound bites, I thought was a very daunting task. So Mike took me by the hand, sat me down, and walked me through everything step by step. I'm a visual learner, so it was important for me to do the hands-on and everything as he watched. And I left feeling very confident, feeling very self-sufficient, and even more so feeling very, very happy that Beacon would have this opportunity to reach so many different people. Our results have been surprisingly positive. We give every guest a copy of their show. We have it, like I said, posted on our websites. Well, that's the goal, is to put it on our website, but we have it on our Facebook page and Blip TV. Our guests have been sharing their experiences with their families, friends, and colleagues who are now coming to our Facebook page and have left great messages regarding that. So it's important for nonprofit agencies like Beacon to have CAN TV because we have limited resources, we have limited staff, we have limited funds. So CAN TV is a very important vehicle and venue that we can reach audiences that we probably would never be able to reach. And I'm thankful for Tiffany and the staff at CAN TV for all of their support and help.
Thank you, Jenny. I want to continue. For decades, CAN TV has offered a wide array of services that connect nonprofits with the community through cable television, as you know. After receiving numerous inquiries from our nonprofit members, it became apparent that just as Chicago nonprofits need help reaching people through cable television, they were also in need of reaching people online with their content. Over the past year, we've embarked on this project to find the easiest, most effective way to serve our nonprofits' clients' needs in the Web 2.0 era. We started by surveying the members and found that over 90% of respondents reported having high-speed internet access and using email, social media, and their own websites for outreach and marketing purposes. Nonetheless, lack of time and technical expertise, as Jenny just mentioned, prevented many of the groups from extending their content through these online tools. Over 70% of the organizations reported that they were very or somewhat likely to attend a workshop on how to excerpt, upload, and post videos online. Cecilia Butler of Greater Washington Park Community Development Corps said, "I'm excited because I know that I can learn about these online tools at my own pace in the comfortable environment of CAN TV." 10 groups who displayed a high amount of readiness were selected from the pool of respondent organizations to participate in a pilot and receive ongoing training and assistance. The training curriculum that we created took place in 2 forms. The first training workshop allowed groups to develop strategic plans for using the multiple platforms to promote their organizations. Groups started to think about goals, target audience, and the platforms that would meet their needs. The open, collaborative nature of the session invited the organizations to share ideas amongst each other, ask questions, and review best practices from successful groups. Mike Ewing, who Jenny mentioned before, our Vista, also provided step-by-step support materials and demonstrations. So after that, we assumed that groups would be quick to practice what they learned, given that they left the training session with a strategic plan in hand and a step-by-step guide for using the tools. However, many nonprofits requested more hands-on assistance. CAN TV responded by developing a curriculum for one-on-one tutoring sessions. Although there are plenty of how-to videos online, people want a place where they can go to receive personal assistance. And most importantly, CAN TV provided ongoing support to the organizations throughout the process. If you said, "Here's a manual," it would probably be left sitting on my desk. Rachel Talene, marketing director of A Touch of Grace, said, citing her preference for a hands-on learning. As a result of this project, A Touch of Grace Hospice went from having no videos online before coming to CAN TV to having over 50 videos on YouTube. When asked about her experience participating in the project, Rachel said, as Jenny just said, "I always thought that I would have to," she said, "I always thought that I would have to pay someone to do it. It never crossed my mind that I would be able to do this myself." Another project participant, Lenore Janisek, executive director of Save the Patient, said, "When we tell people they can watch us online, it seems to give us more credibility. We're not just local, we're national and global now." Lenore witnessed a large spike in the number of visitors to Save the Patient's website after adding video to it. Furthermore, she began adding video to the organization's Twitter and Facebook pages, adding timely, dynamic content to tools that went largely unused before. There's a belief that putting video online is easy to do and everyone is doing it. The reality is time, strategic thought, and work are often needed to help a group achieve real success. CAN TV is ideally positioned to help groups use online tools easily, efficiently, and effectively. In combination with cable television, Chicago nonprofit groups working through CAN TV have a great opportunity to reach the people that they are trying to reach. We look forward to including best practices from the pilot project into our nonprofit services to help groups extend the reach of the content they create at CAN-TV. I want to take time to acknowledge and thank our Vista, Mike Ewing, for his contribution to helping build our capacity to serve our nonprofit clients better in the 21st century. I'm happy to announce that Mike is being retained in a new role as Communications Coordinator at CAN-TV. And I want to thank you all for allowing us to make this report. If you have any questions, I'm free to answer any questions you have.
Commissioners, any questions, comments?
I have a question, and thank you both for being here today. We really appreciate it. To the Beacon Therapeutic, what particular services do you provide? I know she said it was to do with vulnerable families, but what specifically are the services entailed?
Sure. We have, at Beacon Therapeutic, we have 3 core programs. We have 2 therapeutic day schools. One is an elementary school. Another one is a junior and senior high school. So we're helping children who are maybe have autism, developmental delays, that type of thing. Another core program is our homeless outreach services. So we're providing services in at least 30 or more shelters in the city. And the last core program is our mental health outpatient services.
Okay.
And I brought an annual report if you'd like to see that.
Sure,
as well.
that'd be great.
Okay.
And I take it you're a not-for-profit
Yes, sir.
entity? Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Commissioners, any other questions? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Next item on the agenda, 3, new business, BACP, Department of Business.